Sophia Stewart, a young black author from the Bronx with a law degree, wrote a book and script called The Third Eye Matrix and Terminator and copywritten her work in 1981. By 1984, Hollywood had access to her books and scripts and released a sci-fi movie called The Terminator starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. In 1999, The Matrix was released, where Sophia took notice to her work on the big screen while out on a date. A day or so later, Sophia took action and contacted the finance company that was responsible for the movie, who was Warner Brothers. They offer her $5 million initially and then bump it up to $7 million for her to sell her copywritten work, but she refused and took them to court in the early 2000s. After years of litigation and multiple lawsuits, including a RICO lawsuit, she was awarded $4.7 billion in damages. This is her story, but just part of it.
No, I never got any death threats ever. No one ever threatened me. No one ever called me. The FBI asked me just like you, puzzled just like you,
Right.
and said, did you get any death threats or any kind of threats? And I said, no. They said, good, because we'd have to come out and arrest these people. If they ever threaten you, we'd have to come for them.
So,
but I knew, because God protected me. I didn't even worry about any death threats.
So what were you rewarded? I heard it was some crazy.
Oh, not rewarded, awarded.
Awarded, sorry.
There's no such thing as reward.
I said rewarded.
Yeah, what was I awarded?
Awarded. Yeah.
Well, the docket 219, that first default judgment, I won $150 million.
Okay.
But the judge was so racist, the one that I had recused off the case, he said he would give me the money later. He didn't want to put it, he didn't give me the money at all. He just wrote in when you read docket 219,
right.
The first judgment that I won, the first default judgment, you need to read it. When you read it, then you'll see that he didn't want to give me the money right away. He said something about he would give me the money later. But you need to read it to get his words, to have his word, because I don't have it in front of me. Because if I had it in front of me, I would read his words. But anyway,
I got one here.
He refused to give me the money right away. And the second default judgment, I won $3.5 billion in liens because I liened up Warner Brothers and all of them, Andy and Larry Wachowski, James Cameron. I liened up their homes and their businesses.
Okay,
$3.5 billion worth of liens. And wait a minute, and I won almost $500,000 in docket 288, signed off by Judge Evelyn J. First and Judge D. Benson, the federal judge and the magistrate judge.
Right.
And they ruled also that the work, everything that I wrote in my amended complaint was true. That the films and the books and the copyrights, all of it was my work. All of it was my work, and that the defendants had access to it.